Welcome to the InfoMullet YouTube channel. If you enjoy this content, please like or share. And if you'd like to support the InfoMullet by becoming a mulleteer, visit us on Patreon. We appreciate your support. What are your opinions on this? Mike Morrison asks, what are your opinions on the stories that are going around that the COVID-19 might have been in the U.S. as early as November 2019? Does it really matter or change our current forecast? So this is one of these, this is a great point, Mike. This is one of these theories that explains a fragment of the system, but doesn't really help explain the whole system. And this isn't out of line from what the Oxford Study Group in England is talking about. The Oxford Study Group versus the Imperial College, they call it the tip of the iceberg. And the tip of the iceberg theory in general is this virus has been out earlier than we thought, whether it was in January for the Oxford study or November for your stories, Mike. It's out earlier. Most of us have already gotten it. And therefore, we've already had it. It must have been so mild we didn't notice it. We're all getting herd immunity. Happy day. We're going to have some surges, but this will all be over soon, and it'll be good. So they're actually testing that empirically. You know, I talked about essential truths, objective truths, and explanatory truths. Iceberg theory is an explanatory truth. It's a theory that lets us make predictions about the future, but they're testing it empirically in the UK by looking for antibodies. If that theory is true, we can do serology tests and find antibodies in people who don't remember symptoms but are now immune. That will be proven soon. The problem is it doesn't match, at least with the rest of the behavior. It introduces an anomaly. Remember, I said that the rule of a good explanatory theory is it's the simplest theory with the fewest anomalies. And the anomalies the iceberg theory introduces is, okay, if this came in so much earlier, why is it only now that we're having the surges? Wouldn't old people or vulnerable people or people with underlying conditions have been infected in November, December, January? I mean, wouldn't we have been seeing this all along? And that's the challenge, I think, with the iceberg theory is the behavior patterns we're seeing of these surge rates are more in line with what I would call the imperial school theory, which is that, and that's the general theory most people are operating on. It's a novel virus. It's introducing in certain times. And once it hits a breaking point, it will crush the curve. We have a healthcare crisis. And their infection rates are larger than confirmed, but not anywhere near herd immunity levels yet. So there's two explanatory theories. The iceberg theory says, well, we've all been infected, but it doesn't explain why the deaths and surges are happening now. The other theory explains why the deaths and surges are happening now and also explains that we're not all infected with it. So, you know, it's kind of a weigh the two as you know, when I look at terrorism and I'm trying to advise people on sort of violent stuff, I'd say go with the one that has the fewest anomalies. If you got to make a quick decision and then test them all, you know, keep testing them all. Don't dismiss them. Thanks for watching the video. Hope you enjoyed it. If you'd like to follow the InfoMullet, visit us on Facebook or Twitter. And if you'd like notifications when we post new video content, click on the red subscribe button below the video. If you've ever wanted to become a mulleteer and support the InfoMullet, visit us on Patreon. We appreciate the support.